My good names are Sheikh Omar Jallow, and then I'm commonly called SOJ. Yeah, SOJ, I am the 3 years illegally indefinite suspended director of literature performing at fine arts at the National Center for Arts and Culture. And then today I am here particularly as a private individual or consultant who just came in to interact about the industry, because I had left it very sound, and then I had done some very good footings when I was leaving 3 years ago. So it's after 3 years. So I am just beginning now to take interest, because I went underground and I'm resurfacing again, because it's exactly last 2 days ago when I had been off the market or the forefront for the last 3 years. So I'm just resurfacing.
One of the things that we must talk about, which you have some idea, is the government coming up with a cultural center. You know, this was in the National Development Plan. And there have been some efforts, actually, to be fair to the government, to do something. But what can you tell us? Until now, that NDP has come, it's finished. The no cultural center exists. The second version has come, they are silent on that. Now, they don't mention it at all. But there have been some, what can you tell us? There have been something that has been done with regards to having this cultural center.
Yes. In fact, in regards to that, I was in full-fledged when we were writing and suggesting, giving our respective sectors, and part of the 3 mandates that were also put in those categories in the NDA plan, because it was priority number 3, that is tourism and culture, centered, which was a very prominent aspect of the NDP. And in that regard, of course, some of the things that we highlighted was, of course, the National Center for Arts and Culture, the Cultural Center, and of course, copyright, and of course, the preservation of our ICH. We've done that. It was so completed, of course, which we were able to submit our ICH. That's the Intangible Cultural Heritage, which UNESCO assisted me, though I did not finish the project, but before I leave. And then, but it was ongoing, and I think still, I'm not sure if they have submitted now, but I need to find out more, because I have been on the ground for 3 years in my little island, enjoying myself for the past 3 years. So, and then being paid salary for not even working. So I was enjoying that very well. So that was one part. Then, unfortunately, the cultural center, the first thing is we have done a succinct master plan. It's designed, budgeted, everything was done about it. The unfortunate thing, even before Yahya Jammeh, in the time of Yahya Jammeh, sometimes the money came with the support of Qatar, but government borrowed it, and it's never paid by the Ministry of Agriculture, because they were going to buy some groundnuts, and then they never paid that money back. 2, the effort resurfaced again when this new government came in. We started some efforts, and then we redrafted the center plan, the master plan. It was even hanged in the office of the so-called Minister Hamat Bah, and then nothing came out of it. It was just big mouth. And then in the end, we ended up having, through my effort, dealing with ITC to support us to come in. And then we, of course, rolled out a big project, called for proposals with ITC, in which I was part of the team. We scouted out the best locations that we could, and then we identified Galaxy. And Galaxy, the idea was to turn it into a cultural hub, which is going to be serving us as a cultural center. We had interactions with the Jamahiriya group of Gaddafi. They are the ones that are the owners, and it's being overseen by one Mr. Mane. That is Max Mane, the owner of Sand Beach. And then we had gone through the process. Everything was done with Fatim Baji as the consultant at them. If you ask, Fatim will tell you. We went up to the last minute. Nothing was left. It was being validated and approved at the level. Hamat Bah refused to sign it.
Wow, interesting.
For his reason, I don't know. And when that was an issue, I think, when classes started between me and him.
Okay.
For whatever reason, I can't delay on it on that, at this time, but I know he put his foot down for that. For whatever reason, I don't know.
He said it will not happen.
Well, for whatever reason, I don't know.
But he
did
said
not sign.
He did not sign. He refused to sign. But he never said that it will not happen.
Well, he did not sign.
That's the important thing. That's the important thing.
He did not sign the agreement.
Okay.
And then the fund was also not released. I am quite sure, obviously, because if he did not sign the fund, or if he has signed, I'm not aware.
Okay.
Or whether he has signed and then the money went somewhere, I don't know. But I know that in my time there, before I left, there was that issue of not signing.
Okay.
So that went under the carpet. How the money went, and I don't know anything about that in the end. But I know there was some brilliant efforts that was done, because I was part of the master planners and designed the great work you see in that cultural hub, and it was submitted to and then of course to the European Union. So what ended up happening there, I think it's a lot to...
We'll have to follow up.
Yes.
Thank you.
That is something that has to be followed up.
Thank you very much.
And then the unfortunate part is also, of course, the cultural, the copyright bill. The copyright, that is the implementation of the Collecting Society of the Gambia.
Yes.
They should have a seed money. We have written to government over 2-3 times. Not even a clear response to that up till today. Government did not give that, and it was part of the mandate, and it was part of the NDP plan. So that was also a failure. So these were all things that had been put as part of the priority 3 of NDP, but nothing worked. All of them failed. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.